stuck in the dark, now it's sunshine. I say it's a church store. Back then, look, I mean a lot of.
Hey, this your boy Skeet. You already know. You tuned in to the Mob Life Podcast. This is a special episode for me. I got my brother on this bitch, D. Hubble, from what I call him. My dog did 15 years, came home. How long you been home now?
Couple months, like 3 months.
And it's been a long journey, so I'm just happy that he here. We gonna take a shot just to celebrate this shit right here. Shut up with me, dog. Welcome home, dog.
Yeah.
Ooh. So, as y'all know, everybody who been following me for the longest, y'all know, my brother been gone for 15 years. He home, he was fighting the case, still fighting. And it's back to the basics, back to the roots, you feel me? Back to being comfortable with the family and shit like that. So, we here. So, my question to you is how you feel to be home, dog? How I feel to be
great,
home,
bro.
Feel good?
I feel good. Be around family.
Mm-hmm.
You know, especially baby girl, my daughter.
Yeah. How that shit was like being away from her for so long.
It was crazy, bro. You know, I went through a lot because I wasn't just away from her. I was away from everybody and everything that I love, at least.
Yeah.
So it was like a nigga in there, and when you in there, you could either fold or you could keep it pushing. So in a way you gotta kind of sort of forget about the streets.
Yeah.
Just to have a keep a clear mind, you know.
Yeah.
So it was kind of crazy.
So before we get into everything, I'm just gonna start off with like the beginning. What was your like earliest memories of yourself of just life? What exactly you? What's the first thing that you remember growing up or seeing?
The first thing I remember seeing growing up, that's a good question. I'm gonna say my earliest memory was Hurricane Andrew, after Hurricane Andrew. Cause boy, I think what Andrew hit 1991, 92, and I was like 2-3 years old. But you know, we in there, bitch. I remember that shit, nigga. We in a fucking shower, huddled up, nigga. Everything getting blew down. You walk outside after that shit, everything, it wasn't nothing standing. So that was like my earliest memory.
Damn, Hurricane Andrew.
Yeah.
I don't even remember that shit.
I remember that shit. I remember that shit vividly.
Oh, from that. So that's your earliest memory. From there, what's the next thing that you could remember vividly? Like something else that stand out to you?
Vividly, growing up, it's a lot, bro. It's a lot, but it was probably what really impacted me. Cause you know we used to move around a lot. What probably really impacted me was like 90, like from 96, I want to say from like 96 to 2000. Cause that was like a transition year for us. Cause like after that it was like a whole bunch of moving around, a bunch of different schools. So those years was like real transformative to me because it made me see a lot about my family, about myself, like people personalities. Like I started learning that shit then. So those were some big years.
That's crazy because we did move around a lot when we was little. We moved a lot. I don't know why the fuck we moved.
Mama was trying to find a safe spot for us.
That's what you think?
That's all I know.
And we moved, I remember, I think we stayed on 62nd when Tupac died. I remember that morning.
You remember that shit?
Yeah. When I came out the room, Mama was crying on the floor.
You said Bashard Slatter?
No, he screamed at her, "What the fuck you doing?" Like, she on the floor crying, she watching the news. Tupac died.
But when Tupac died, that shit was crazy.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy. He died in 96, ain't it?
Yeah.
That
And
shit.
mama was on the floor in the living room crying. And mind you, mama in her 20s at the time.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
And our stepdaddy, he came out the room like, what the fuck you crying for?
That I don't think people understand how influential that nigga Tupac was.
Yeah, yeah.
That nigga, when he died, it was a whole shift just in everything, the hip hop culture, the fashion culture, like everything changed. Like people mentalities, you got niggas ain't never even met Pop wanna ride for this man. These niggas in Miami.
Yeah.
So imagine the dudes in Cali, the dudes in New York, cause you got some dudes in New York that wanted to ride with Pop. I don't think people understand that man was very influential, and then just the game he was given in his in his music. You feel me? Like
in his interviews.
Yeah, like Tupac was the type of person, cause you ain't never hear about Tupac doing no stupid shit like shooting at niggas and shit like that. But them crackers feared him because of his brain, like what his man was at mentally, bro. He was really a revolutionary.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They wanted to get rid of him before he got to that level.
He was radical.
Yeah.
But you gotta be. We live in America.
Mm-hmm. So, we growing up, one of my earliest memories of you, I don't know, I want to remember it right. Did you push me off the bunk bed into a glass table or some shit?
Yo, I ain't do no shit like that.
What that was?
You always say, y'all always think I did green shit like that. I ain't do that.
You did something to me, bro.
You fell.
I fell off the bunk bed.
Nah, I pushed you, bro. But I ain't push you because I was on no. You was aggravating the fuck out of me, bro.
I know, bro. I'm aggravating, bro.
You was aggravating the fuck out of me, man. Get your little bitch ass from behind me, jit.
Yeah.
Boy, mama was so pissed off.
Yeah, I think I broke my leg
Mama
for that
was
shit.
pissed off at me, boy. She whooped my ass. Tay was mad at me, everything. That shit was crazy.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember we was standing in the projects. I don't know what projects we was standing in, but we was standing in the city. And me and you was playing outside and I hit you in the face with a bat. You remember that shit?
That was at Yo, God sister Keisha.
Oh.
She was having a party or some shit like that.
See, I don't know. I was young. I just remember this shit. It was little shit that I just remember when I was little.
We was at Keisha party. You know, at the time the thing was Big Mac, BJ, Baby Bop, that's her name.
Yeah, Baby Bop and Barney.
So she had a little Barney party. They had the bats and shit out there. I forgot what the problem was. I forgot about that. I just know I'm walking in.
I slapped your ass.
That's all I remember. Boy, mama was pissed off.
Yeah,
day,
I think your teeth came out of your shit was chucked or something. Good thing he had baby teeth. They weren't permanent.
I remember that shit. I remember that shit.
G-shit, we had a lot of good time when we was little, bro. We was just badass kids, bro.
You was a badass.
We was badass. And then another thing that I remember I will never forget, we went to school with Sammy.
Oh yeah.
We went to school with Sammy.
If a bitch our age and our era say they from Miami, they don't know who Sammy is, they lying.
Yeah. We went to
Sammy,
Charles
man.
Drew with Sammy. I remember walking to school. What song he sing? I forgot. Yeah, I like the way you look. Yeah, we went to school with Sammy. I remember going to school, Charles Drew. You got into a fight or something in the cafeteria.
Yep. Niggas tried to jump me. Them niggas ain't like me, boy.
I don't know why.
Cause I ain't like them.
But me and Shantae was in there. I don't remember. I just remember those.
Yeah, they tried to jump me in the cafeteria. Y'all swear that I was what happened after that?
I think you went to go get a rock or some shit.
No, they jumped me, boom. They jumped me this like breakfast.
Yeah, it was breakfast time.
Nigga, I'm in the line. These niggas talking crazy. The only reason them niggas that talk crazy is because, nigga, I ain't used to want to get in trouble in school.
Yeah.
Mama gonna whoop my ass, so all right. I'ma spare you niggas. But then they started getting aggressive, like trying to approach me type shit. So it's like three of them. I pop off on one arm. I beat his ass, but the other two, now they want to jump in.
Yeah.
They jump in. Okay, boom. I'm trying to handle my own. I can't really get groovy because I'm in the lunch line, bitch. I'm at the you know, you go get your food or you put your little number and shit. I'm right there. I'm like, so I can't really move. I get hot. I back up. Boom. Walk out the cafeteria. Some type of way, you and Shantae was there. And I told y'all what happened. All I know, y'all go get bottles, rocks, all type of shit.
Yeah.
That shit was crazy.
Yeah, we was ready. In elementary school. I probably was in the first grade and I was...
You wasn't in the motherfucking first grade. I was in the fourth grade.
You wasn't in the fourth.
Yes, I was. How old you was when we think we went to Drew?
I don't know. I was a baby.
What we went after Drew?
Bentry?
Yeah, so what grade you was in at Bentry?
The fourth. No, the third. Ooh, shit. The second or the third.
No, you wasn't.
Yeah, because I was in the fourth when I went to Naranja.
I was in the fourth when we was at Charles Drew. I was in the fourth. And then half of that year, we went to Bentry.
So I was in the third, second, third grade.
You was in the third grade. Shantae was in the fifth grade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't be remembering, bro.
I remember all that shit. Nigga, I had all that time sitting there, just reminisce. I remember a lot of shit.
So, boom. 15 years later, you come home from doing whatever the fuck you did. How you feel like how would you explain your prison experience? Was it, because a lot of people when they talk about prison, they make it seem like it's like just horrible, the worst place in the world. Niggas get raped. You know, like what was it for you? Like what was your view, your vision of it?
Well, I'm gonna say this: some prisons is like that, but the prison I was at a private prison. I don't know if y'all know, but they trying to ban all private prisons because the private prisons, they cater more towards the actual inmate. So like, when I say that, I mean this. Okay, imagine we just talking about in Florida. You in prison in Florida. Now, see in them other states, when you in prison, you could make money, you could do something. When you in Florida, you can't really do that. So if you go to prison and you in a regular prison in Florida, because the prison's not really prisons, it's only one prison in Florida. So you really at an institution. So when you go to that place, they don't offer you really anything. So your time spent in there is, okay, you gonna get a job like laundry, kitchen, you gonna work the rec yard, whatever. Or you on a rec yard. And what's the old saying that they always say? Time is money, right? Mm-hmm. So you wasting your time not doing nothing. And then remember, all of this stuff is taxpayers' dollars. So the taxpayers basically paying for you to be not a producer but a consumer. So when they can actually pay for you to be a producer. So that's what the private prisons try to do. So they try to cater towards the actual prison so you can actually have some type of skills
when you come home.
So I was blessed, thank Yahweh, to be at that prison. And when I got there, it's close to the crib. I'm like, I ain't finna go nowhere. I'm gonna stay here. I'm gonna do the rest of my time here.
So you made your decision not to get in no trouble and just do that.
Take all the classes I could take. I got my GED on the streets. I went in there, I got my GED again. So it's like, the prison experience is basically what you make it.
Yeah.
So you could choose to do your time on some dumb shit, or you could choose to do your time when you get out to be a productive citizen of society.
Yeah.
You got a lot of niggas being
on some bullshit.
And guess what? These the niggas that's going home. The niggas that got a lot of time,
they ain't doing no crazy shit.
They ain't doing stupid shit. Now, you could provoke some of these niggas now, but that's really the only way you're gonna see this dude on some dumb shit. So like, you get in there, the life is gonna be the main ones trying to help you get out that shit. You gotta remember, this niggas in there never coming home. So I did 15 years, that's a long time. But shit, you got niggas in there
who been in there 20 years before you came.
Yeah. You got some niggas in there that was in there, nigga, 10, 20 years before I even was born. So it's like, when you see that, and then you see that you have a second chance, even if it's far, far away, when you see that, you're just thankful, bro. Because you could never be coming home, especially in Florida, bro. The prison system is messed up in Florida, bro. So
I already know how that shit go.
yeah, you was in there with me.
That's a story we gonna talk about. We gonna get there. So let's talk about our upbringing, cause a lot of people, well, me, I'm gonna speak for myself. A lot of people will say, "Oh, Skeet, you not from Paran?" Da da da. I'm not from Paran. I'm not. I claim Paran because that's the place that I stayed at the longest. And that's the place where I made majority of a lot of my friends. And it's a place that I left and came back to. And I felt like it was a place that embraced me. That's why I claim Paran. But I moved to Paran when I was in the 5th grade.
We moved to Paran when you was in the 5th grade?
In the 5th grade.
Oh, yeah, we did.
In the 5th grade.
Because I wound up going to, what was that? What's Palmetto?
Palmetto? Yeah, Palmetto. So I moved to Paran when I was in the 5th grade. But like you said, we moved all over Miami. We stayed all over Miami.
Yeah, I think everybody that's from Miami that's really from Miami actually stayed all over this shit.
A lot of people feel like if they stay in one neighborhood, that's what it is.
Yeah, but guess what? It's niggas that stayed all through this shit. And guess what? They pick one place. Okay, I like this place. This one my vibe. He ain't necessarily from
there, but that's
nigga Trick. Look at Trick. Trick from all up and down this shit. But what he claimed?
I don't know what he claimed.
Trick claimed the city, ain't it?
Yeah, he said
Liberty
the
City,
beans and all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if he claiming the beans, but we all know Trick be all up and down this shit. He got family down here. The nigga used to stay down here. So
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody that's from Miami, Miami is different from the world because you got Miami, and in Miami you got black people, you got Asian people, you got white people, you got Spanish people. So the race relations kind of different down here in Miami from the rest of the world. So it's like, nigga, you might have went to school, but you might have went to school with a Chinese person, or a white person,
Mexican.
a Mexican, or a Guatemalan, a El Salvadorian, a Peruvian, all this shit. Nigga, you went to school with somebody from St. Croce, you went to school with somebody from Greek, Lagos, or some shit like that. Miami is a boiling pot, bro. So the relations down here is kind of different. And I was kind of appreciative of that when I went to prison because I knew how to interact with certain people.
Yeah. So we moved to Paran when I was in the 5th grade. We moved a lot. If you break it down,
yeah, we did.
We moved a lot. We stayed in the city. We went to Charles Drew,
Liberty City.
Yeah, Liberty City.
And then we went to
Bentry and Kendall.
No, we went to another school before that.
Olivia. That was Martin Luther King under the bridge. That's what that school was called?
Yeah.
Lily C. Evans.
All that shit.
We went to a lot of schools.
That shit right down the street from the what's that shit called? What Dominique used to stay? Lincoln Field. That shit right down the street. Yeah. Nigga, we used to cut through Lincoln Field to go to Auntie Lisa's house.
Yeah. In Dwight.
Yeah, I remember that shit.
Yeah. We moved a lot. So by the time I was in the 3rd grade, I was going to Bentry Elementary in Kendall. I don't know how the fuck we ended up in Kendall, but I had a good time.
I told you what, Mama was trying to find a safe spot for us.
Yeah. She didn't want us to be fucked up.
Yeah.
And we still turned out to be crazy as fuck.
Nigga, we went to Bentry. This shit gonna be crazy when I tell you this. Nigga, we went to Bentry. I fucked around and fought this white boy. He called me an Oreo. You know, I ain't never want to be in trouble in school. Cause mama took that shit serious. Yeah. So I already knew, boy, if I get in trouble, mama don't care what it is.
You getting your ass beat.
I'm getting my ass beat. She gonna beat your ass in the schoolhouse. Fuck going to the house.
Yeah.
And she gonna do it smooth. Oh, you gotta use the restroom? No, man, I ain't gotta use the restroom.
Yeah, you gotta use the restroom.
Come on. She a lady. She walking in the men's bathroom, beating your ass, and she taking it further. She gonna beat your ass, shave your hair bald.
Yeah, we used to get shade ball, Blue Magic, the powder.
Nigga ain't trying to. Niggas, you already know.
No, girl ain't played, bro.
She ain't playing, boy. So I'm like, boy, I don't want to get in trouble in school, but they crack come to me. Oh, you're an Oreo. You're an Oreo. Remember at the time, this one all of us was jits. At the time, the thing was Thursday Night SmackDown, nigga. The Rock, Steve Austin, and fucking Triple H, that shit every Thursday. So, get what? That's all on the nigga mind then. I'm finna beat this crack ass, drop kick me. Beep, 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 beep. After that, I go to the office. The principal office. And one of the ladies walk in. She's like, "Oh my God, this is crazy. This is crazy." Cause I think Tora had gotten in a fight. It was our whole family.
Like everybody was fighting. Our whole family was at a Spanish school.
So,
and we was like the only black people at the school.
At the school, no, it was another group of black people though, Brittany them, and then you had a black teacher, Miss King,
and Miss Collier.
Well, I don't remember.
That was
Ms.
my
Collier.
teacher.
Oh, that was your teacher?
Yeah.
So, she like, "Oh my gosh, this is crazy. We haven't had a fight in 16 years until you guys came." I'm like, "Oh shit." Oh, like, what type of shit mama done got us into?
Yeah.
That shit was crazy, but when you look at that school and where it was at, like, yeah, they haven't had a fight in like 16 years.
Yeah. Ben Tree was real, like, straight. Like,
yeah. So,
whatever.
Mama just was trying to find.
Yeah, she was trying to find a spot.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't understand that shit.
She didn't want us to grow up in no fucked up ass spot.
But to me, right then and there, that was a turning point in my life also, because that was kind of sort of like culture shock. Because
coming from the city, straight
like,
black people.
Well, you on edge every day. You walk into class and a bitch might try to pop off on you. So to go from that to that was like, and then it's like, okay, these crackers and these Chicos, because there's a lot of Chicos in Dade County, they moving different. So just trying to just acclimate your mind to that.
Yeah, but and then I think that introduced us into racism, because we didn't know what it was, because we was raised in a black community. You didn't really have to deal with racism. So now when you move to these places and these kids say little evil shit to you.
Kids are the worst.
And you a black kid and you know it's bad, that what the stuff that they saying to you, like, even though you a kid, you know what they saying is bad. It's like, bruh, I know I'm gonna beat your ass.
I'm finna
like, I know I'm nigga, I fight my brother all day. You know what I'm finna do to you? And y'all don't fight at all? I beat up a kid in there because he kicked the ball at me. He kicked the ball. We was playing kickball. Remember in school you used to play kickball.
Field day.
He kicked the ball at me while I wasn't looking. That's some fucked up shit. Mm-hmm. Like, can you imagine you talking to your friend laughing? Mind you, I'm a little kid. He getting the ball ready. He looking at me. Hit this nigga. That nigga ran and kicked that bitch.
How you know
and
if he wasn't looking?
Because the way that bitch slapped me on the side of my head. Bah! I say, what the fuck?
You passed him?
And then, I passed him up good. And then when I looked at him, he was laughing. He thought it was a joke. If you knew you did it by mistake, you gonna say, hey, bro, you feel what I'm saying? I'm sorry. Lumped him. That's the first black eye I gave. I gave the first black eye in the 3rd grade. His mama and daddy came to the school. They couldn't believe how purple his shit was. They ain't even suspend me from the school. Because everybody else in the classroom said that he kicked the ball at me. So now what can you say? You a parent, you want me suspended, but everybody else saying he kicked the ball and kicked that kid in the face. Like I said, it was only 2 black families at that school at the time.
Yep.
This in the 90s, bro. You feel me? I remember this shit.
Late 90s. Yeah.
So that right there, it was a lady named Miss King. I don't know if she's still alive. God rest her soul. She worked at Bentry Elementary. She sat me in her office every single day from that day forward. And all the teachers had to bring me my classwork to her office. But do you know how racist that is? For a kid to have to sit in the office because what another kid did to me, and I just responded.
That shit used to be crazy.
But anyways,
that shit was crazy.
So we go from there. We go from Bentry. We moved to Naranja. I had so much fun in Naranja.
You had fun in Naranja?
No. Wait.
You mean elementary?
Yeah, Naranja Elementary. I'm not gonna say it's fun. It was, like you said, it was a culture shock for you. It wasn't a culture shock for me, but it was like, bro, these kids bad as fuck. Like, outside of my household and my family, I got to see, like, so we moved from Kendall, people, you know, people not fighting, people not doing this, moved directly to the Naranja Projects. Boom. Oh, shit. And I ain't talking about, I ain't talking about the projects. I'm saying Naranja Village directly across from
the park.
They
call them the Pinks now.
So we moved there. Naranja Elementary is directly across the street. It's like my mama was trying to avoid the hood part of her family. Cause bitch, we related to these niggas. Ganoot them and our cousin.
I ain't know that.
Yeah. Ganoot them our cousin through Uncle George.
Uncle George?
Yeah.
I ain't know that. I ain't know that.
Well, so we related to the McGee's. My mom and them from Florida City. They from Cuban Village. We related to all these people. My old girl just was trying her hardest to get us the fuck away from everything.
All that shit.
She was like, this shit is crazy. Y'all cannot live down here. Like this. So, but we ended up circling back because the support was here.
Yeah.
The support was here. So went to stayed in Naranja for a year and a half.
And where we moved after that?
To Paran.
But where we moved after Paran?
To the Heights. With Auntie Betty. Remember?
Oh yeah, we did. And then we moved to
Pinecrest.
Yeah.
I remember.
Pinecrest was like our only
place that we stayed. That was our home. That was our home.
Yeah, that was
because that's the only place that we stayed for the longest. So we was moving literally every year to different neighborhoods, neighborhoods.
2-3 times a year.
Sometimes 2-3 times a year. I don't know. I wish my mom was still alive so I could ask her right now. Why?
Well, we moved. I'm telling you why, bro. She wanted to find a better spot for us. And then you follow, because you know politics and economics run hand in hand. You know about the housing bubble, 2008 housing bubble?
No.
In 2008, the real estate market was very lucrative. From like that's why America flourished like the 80s, 90s, early 2000s. And then, but there was this mathematician, I forgot his name, but they made a movie about him. Dang, what that movie was called. I forgot the name of the movie. It's gonna come to me. But the housing bubble is basically these people giving people loans that's not sustainable. So over time, the loans gonna eventually default on themselves. Yeah. And now the housing market gonna basically eat itself.
Oh, I remember that.
So when the housing bubble happened, I don't know if y'all remember the bailout when Obama bailed out all those big banks. All those big, like that shit was like people lost jobs, people lost houses, and the wealthier just basically got rich. But when that happened, a lot of people that had houses that they couldn't necessarily, if you actually think about it, afford these houses, but they still stayed in these houses. They had to leave these houses and go to where it was more affordable. That's why the housing bubble was so big, because how it impacted America. Like that was when the recession hit, all that shit.
Yeah.
That was the housing bubble. I don't know if y'all remember that shit? And that shit affected people. That shit affected mama. That shit even affected Lonnie them. And Lonnie is his family they come from money. These people had a $800,000 house in Pinecrest. And that shit affected them. they had to move to more affordable housing. So the housing bubble affected a lot of people. But the housing bubble is when because I think Obama had just got elected, is when Obama had put in for the stimulus. A lot of people think that Donald Trump was the reason for the stimulus, but no, Obama was the reason, because when the housing bubble happened, he was like, yo, it's a lot of people gonna need this bread. So he put the stimulus package bill, he put it as a bill, they shot it down, and then it didn't really get approved until when Donald Trump got into office. So y'all credit those stimulus checks to Obama.
See, this nigga be knowing shit I don't be doing. That's why, that's he the big brother, you know? But back to, boom, moving from neighborhood to neighborhood, then to Pinecrest. So my mama moved us to Pinecrest. We left Pirine, but how did we leave Pirine? Cause remember the landlord. So remember the landlord,
The lady,
Virginia.
boy, auntie them whooped her ass.
Yeah, they whooped
They
her.
beat her ass. They
Yeah.
beat her ass. You know how you got the car, the hood of the car. They beat that bitch across the hood of the car. I'm
Yeah.
like, I ain't never seen mama them get jiggy like that. Boy.
And that's the first time I ever seen my mama fight and my auntie, and I knew they was dead ass serious. So the whole thing was the houses that we were living in was foreclosure, but we didn't know.
Hold up, before you finish that, auntie always stayed by mama. I don't know if you noticed that, but mama and auntie always stayed close within close proximity.
Not that, no, that was, yeah, that.
Always.
But remember when auntie stayed,
She stayed in Naranja, mama stayed in Pirine.
yeah, but remember when auntie stayed on 200th Street and mama stayed in Naranja?
Yeah,
That was the farthest we was apart from each other.
yeah.
And we used to go over there every weekend. Shout out to all the niggas that I grew up with who know me, bro. All y'all niggas from different neighborhoods, and people ask me, how Skeet know everybody? I grew up, I was in every neighborhood for at least a year. Everybody. Leisure City,
I'm telling you.
Pine Island, Naranja, Princeton,
Nigga,
Goose. My
Richmond
mama,
Heights.
yeah, Richmond Heights, Pirine. The only place we ain't stay in is probably South Miami. South Miami,
Nigga, we stayed in Kendall and all.
we stayed in Kendall. We stayed in Florida City. We stayed everywhere, bro. So when niggas be like, how does nigga know everybody? I lived everywhere. At some point, I grew a relationship with people. But that's neither here nor there. But, so boom, we left there, and then we came to Pirine. Our landlord named Virginia, she was renting out foreclosed homes to my mama and my auntie, which was directly around the corner from each other. We stayed on 168. This is how I met everybody from Pirine, the niggas who stayed in the yard, because Key Money and Kevin them had that trampoline
Right there in the
in
front
their
yard.
yard, in the front yard, and we used to see them across the street jumping. And we ain't had no trampoline. So we used to be like, can we go across the street? Please, please. Like, and then we went across the street. But mind you, we knew them because they went to Palmetto with us and they went to Richmond Elementary with us.
They ain't go to Richmond Elementary.
Yeah, I went to Richmond Elementary.
Yeah, you went to Richmond Elementary.
I went to Richmond Elementary. And that's how I got cool with all them niggas and shit like that. But that was just another phase of life. So I feel like from the moment that we moved to Pinecrest, that's when you started growing up. That's when I started watching you grow up.
Why you feel like that?
Because I felt like we started getting into music.
Yeah.
You feel me? We started getting into sports. We started getting into girls. You feel me? Like that was like 12. That was for me 12, 13, 14, 15. You feel what I'm saying? So what was it for you? Like I want to know your 6th or 7th grade year.
Bro, believe it or not, I was still going through the same shit. Because 6th grade, I went to Redland. Nigga. Now, mind you, Cause I don't know if you remember when we moved in Orangeville. That was like a day before or that same day. Like we had to go like the next day, like we had to go to school, literally. So like, nigga, I don't know nobody. So it's like, man, I don't want to be here. I don't know nobody here. 7th grade, nigga, I go to Expirience South, a charter school.
I remember that little back on that back little street.
The only good thing that came out of that was a nigga that's our age say he don't know about Dragon Ball Z is fucking lying.
Yeah.
So 7th grade was when I really got into Dragon Ball Z, really got into drawing. So that's the only good thing really came out of that. And then 8th grade, Palmetto. So like all through middle school, I went to different schools. So it was like, I don't know, like mentally, like making friends, building relationships and shit like that. That shit was kind of sort of taking a toll on me. But I still had my sketch pad. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it was straight. It was straight. I mean, but I was going through the same shit I was going through in middle school. I don't know these niggas. Like, I ain't trying to make no bun with these niggas, because ain't no telling I might be going to a different school. And then guess what? I go to a different school. The people I knew, I think that's why I'm kind of sort of, like, if I fuck with a person, I fuck with them. Like, I'm loyal as fuck. I think that's kind of sort of why, because I guess, like, I don't know really necessarily how to be a good friend by saying it, more like doing it. So like I'm gonna extend loyalty, and I don't think a lot of people understand that concept. But if I rub a person the wrong way, or if a person really find it hard trying to understand me, it's because I don't really,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So, but if I mess with you, I'm gonna extend that loyalty, so you ain't gonna have to ask with certain stuff. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm gonna always be there for a person. So yeah. I might not say it, but I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you better. I think I'm the same exact way, and I think that's why I'm like that with my friends. Like, my friends are my family. Like, them boys, like, it ain't even no question. You feel what I'm saying? So, but that's because they're moving so much. So now, finally, when you get stable, when you find those people that you fuck with, those are niggas, you lock in with them, and then it's just like whatever, like
day ones.
Exactly, yeah. And that's what it's gonna be from. You feel me? I'm happy that you could speak from your perspective, because it's like what you just said is explaining the way that I am with my people. You feel what I'm saying? So, just you growing up, we in Pinecrest now. Mm-hmm. We in Pinecrest. You growing up, what you remember about music? Like, who was the guy? Who did I like? Who did Javon like? Who did Jarvis like? Like, what was it?
You was on 50 and Wayne. That was your shit.
And a little Scrappy too.
Scrappy. Javon was on Wayne.
Yeah, that's it.
Jarvis was fucked up by Cassidy. You remember that shit?
No, it was Cassidy and Jewels,
yeah, he was Jewels. I used to listen to a lot of the music.
Yeah.
But my main mans was Banks, 50, T.I., T-Pain, because I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. Niggas don't never give T-Pain his roses. But that nigga T-Pain, when he was at his top, when he was at his height, his peak, it was only one nigga fucking with him, man. One nigga, and we all know who that nigga is.
Wayne.
And that's when Wayne was at his peak.
You talking about after, though?
I'm talking about
early.
I'm saying who I used to listen to. So, yeah, Dro, Banks. I listened to Wayne, but I was always messed up by like Squad Up Wayne.
Yeah.
Squad Up Wayne, T.I.
And then we had 50. Then we had cousins who stayed the night, or friends that stayed the night that made us listen to the shit that they wanted to. And it was so player It was so clear. So my mama, anybody who came to our house, she never turned them around.
Yeah.
Never.
So bitches used to love coming over there.
People love coming. Bro, on a Friday night, people hyped about staying the night at my house. You know why? It's like 12 kids over there.
We all hanging out.
We up.
What?
Hanging.
We got the Krispy Kremes.
Yeah,
nigga.
we got
the Coke, the Sprite, all this shit.
Everything.
Nigga. Pizza, everything.
We got the Xbox and we got the PlayStation.
We got rooms in this bitch.
Yeah.
We hanging out.
Nigga, we used to stick the speakers up under the bunk bed. Cause we had the bunk bed that was a futon. You could fold it.
Yeah.
And then turn to a seat. Put the speakers up under that bitch.
But
nigga, turn that bitch up, bruh. I swear to God, my mama never came in our room, bruh. I swear. Bruh, it could be 12 o'clock at night. That shit used to be booming. Do. My mama did not come in our room. She did not fuck with us. It's a room full of niggas in that bitch, bro.
We hanging out.
We was hanging out good, bro.
Oh, but hold up. Before you move forward, when you talk about music, from like that era to this era now. Them niggas back then in those era, I don't know if people remember, but bro, like those around that time, like the 2000s, like 2000 from the year, basically like 97 to like, let's say 2010. Boy, niggas was making music, boy. I don't think people understand that shit, bro. People was making music, and then you had a era before that was really making music, and the era before that was really making music. But bro, like from that little span, like the late 1900s to like the early 2000s, bro, people was making music.
Yeah.
Them boys was making music, and they was making so much good music, it was no way for them to make bad music.
Yeah.
Like, even if you got like let's say they put together like a little, you know how Khaled did that We the Best? If he did something like that now, it wouldn't be as iconic
as it was before.
Like when them boys like Akon, Ross, these niggas had Trey Songz, nigga, R. Kelly, T-Pain, T.I., Jeezy, Rose, nigga, Wayne. This when these niggas is Plies. This when these niggas is on they shit, bro. Like, think about what I'm saying. These nigga T.I., think about the music he was dropping at that time.
Yeah.
That nigga 50, the music he was dropping. They even had Jay-Z on some of them shits. Jay-Z. Yeah. Like, the music these people was dropping at the time, bro. Wayne.
All them was in their prime at one time.
Bro, these niggas was doing their thing, bro.
You would never get music like that no more.
You ain't gonna get no shit like that no more. So, like, when you talk about music, like, niggas up late just listening to music. Yeah, bro, that was good music, bro. It was very inspirational. I was inspired by a lot of them niggas.
I remember. I fuck with just that transition of just growing up and just watching you grow up. Like, you was my big brother, but then it was like a tragedy for us. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it was so good. It was so good to where it was tragedy. So my mama had a stroke when I was, I think, 15 years old. That was my 9th grade year. Was it my 9th grade year in high school at Palmetto High.
I was 16.
I remember.
You remember that day?
I remember. I was skipping school, bro.
You was skipping school?
I was skipping school.
Piece of shit.
I was skipping school, bro. And people, back then it wasn't no cell phones. If you had a cell phone, bitch, you was paying a lot of dollars for that shit. You was balling.
Your family, your mama or your daddy probably got it.
We skipped school. We left the school like 8 o'clock in the morning. We came back to the school about 3 o'clock when school was over. And when I got back to school, everybody was telling me that my auntie was there to pick me up, but I wasn't there.
I remember that day vividly, boy.
And I called my cousin Tor, and because my cousin Tor was staying with us, and I asked her what happened, and she told me my old girl died. And I dropped the phone. But with that, my mama didn't die, but my
She
cousin,
died.
yeah, she died, but
They brought her back to life.
they brought her back. It was crazy to me. It was crazy. So my thing, now that's my life. At that point, from my point of view, where were you? What were you doing?
I don't know if you remember, but a date that night, that same night before that situation happened, me and mama got in a big argument. I'm 16 years old. She telling me to go to the doctor by myself. So I'm like, Mom, these people gonna need, I'm a kid, Mom. I know I'm a man and I'm 16, but I'm still technically a kid. I can't just go to these people without the right. She like, oh, you been going there your whole life and people know who you is, just go. Or whatever, we want to get into.
Dr. Stinson.
Yeah, Dr. Stinson. Right there in Cutler Ridge.
Right across from where the Walmart, before the Walmart
right
was there.
Well, that Walmart.
Dr. Stinson, shout out to you, boy.
Dr. Stinson, you know he ain't there no more.
Yeah, I know.
He ain't there no more. But I'm telling her, I'm like, Mom, these people still, I'm like, Mom, this is a doctor's office, Mom. So she like, just go and people know who you is. Mama knew everybody though. But whatever, we want to get in a big argument. I wound up saying some crazy shit. The following day, she's supposed to take me to the doctor. So I get out, I leave school. But when I get to the house, I'm waiting like 10 minutes. Duke come to the house. Duke is, for everybody don't know, that's my mom, brother. That's my uncle. He come to the house. He like, oh. He like, put your shoes on, we finna go. I'm like, oh, you finna take me to the doctor? He like, nah. I'm like, what happened? He like, just put your shoes on, hurry up, we finna go. Jump in the car. Get in the car. Sheree in the car. She crying, boo-hoo crying. I'm like, what happened? She ain't saying nothing. Get to the hospital. I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? And then, you know, when you go to the hospital, you got the, they show you up top ICU and all this shit. So we go to the ICU thing. I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? Why ain't nobody telling me nothing? We go in the room, mama in that bitch, she got tubes everywhere, all down the throat, all in the arms, all type of crazy shit. Breakdown. I don't know what to think no more. Like, nigga, I'm like, my whole life is mama. The only reason I'm going to school is because of mama. The only reason I'm not getting in trouble in school is because of mama. The only reason I'm making good grades is because of mama. So, nigga, get in that bed, see mama, that shit fucking nigga up. Grandma in there. Next thing I know, mama go to jerking. Like, jerking bad. And then the things was beeping. Boom, boom, beep, 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 beep. Then it stopped beeping. Boom. So I run over there. The doctors rush. Like, before I could even get a chance, the doctors rush. They rush over to her. But I run. After they run, I run. I'm like, what the fuck? And then the doctor like, move him, get him away. I'm like, hell no, that's my mama. They call the security in there. I'm 16 years old, but I'm still a big jit. So they trying to keep me away, but I'm still kind of sort of resisting. And then grandma like, Hubbard, just come with me, baby, just come with me, baby, crying. That shit fucked me up, bro. Cause I stopped giving a fuck about a lot of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it was shit that was things that were like vital to my future life that I didn't see. You know what I'm saying? It just was right then and there. That shit fucked me up, bro. I just stopped caring about a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
She bounced back though. She survived.
She did.
But that shit still fucked with me.
That was the turning point in my life. That moment right there. When I came home, I got back to the school. I thought I was a cool kid. Everybody, boy, your mom and them, people was looking for you, boy. The whole school was looking for you. Your cousin them gone. Your sister them gone. Your brother them gone. Tora was at the school too.
Yeah.
Everybody gone. They was looking for you. They was looking for you. I'm like, what the fuck? Why they looking for me? That's when I made that call. My cousin, oh, your mama died. What the fuck? Boom. I was at the busway. By Wild Oaks. It used to be Wild Oaks.
Now it's Whole Foods.
Now it's Whole Foods.
No, it's Milam's.
Milam's.
Yeah.
It was Whole Foods. It was Whole Foods. Then it turned to Milam's. I was at the bus. I used somebody's phone. I had to catch the bus to my auntie house. My auntie stayed in Naranja. And when I got home, my auntie told me, she said, "I'm gonna beat your ass."
She told you that?
She said, "I'm gonna beat your ass." She said, "You wasn't in school. We was looking for you." She said, "But you gotta." So to find out, Mama didn't die. Tor just, you feel me? Oh, we coming to get you. I mean, I was at the house. She was like, "Tomorrow you gotta go see your mama." And I remember I slept on the floor that night.
At auntie house?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I slept on the floor. And I just didn't, I ain't, it's like I didn't understand what was going on, but I just knew I was in trouble. And I felt like I was in super, super, super big trouble, but it wasn't.
What you thought it was?
It wasn't a punishment at that moment. It was just like, bro, I want you to see what the fuck going on. So the next day, I went to the hospital and I saw Mom. And I was like, fuck, this shit crazy. And then from that day on,
Stop giving a fuck.
Bro, I ain't give a fuck.
I stopped giving a fuck.
Cause life ain't care about me.
What?
Life ain't care about me no more.
Bruh, you know how, bruh, Mama was really all we had, bruh. Mama, auntie, and grandma. But Mama really was all we had, bruh. When I saw that shit, I was, stopped giving a fuck about it. I ain't even want to come home. Fuck that, I'm finna stay out as long as I can. I don't care who house I'm finna stay at. I'm finna stay at somebody's house. I don't want to be home.
That's crazy. Cause I felt the same way. I was around that time Mama had the stroke. It was just a house. Nobody else was at the house. And Shantae was there. But Shantae ended up leaving.
Yeah, she moved with Al.
Yeah, with Al. She had a boyfriend, she left. And I don't know what she was going through. You feel what I'm saying? That was her personal decision. But we had a house by ourselves. And I was still going to school, summer school. That's when we used to just come to the house and just fight each other, bro. Every summer. Every day, every single day of the summer, all my friends came to my house to learn how to fight.
We used to be in that bitch throwing down.
Every day. Every single day.
Yeah, we used to be hanging out. Ain't gonna lie. We was on some crazy shit.
Crazy shit.
Them boys used to love it. Them jits.
Yeah, they used to. Them jits. You was older than us,
Yeah.
So everybody was jits to us. But these niggas, they used to come to my house literally to fight my brother, bro. Like we used to pick teams, and whoever felt like they was on his team, they won. I ain't give a fuck. I've been fighting this nigga since I was little. I'm trying to swing on this nigga.
That shit used to be crazy.
It used to be fun though.
Shout out to One though, man.
Shout out to One, Frederick, Corey, John Jenkins,
Eric, Vince,
Vincent, yep,
Marquise, Dejan,
yeah,
Lonnie, Shaq,
yeah,
Kenny,
yeah.
all y'all boys.
Used to come to the crib and y'all boys used to bump. And I respect the bump.
Respect that
I respect the bump. I respect the bump. I respect the bump. I respect niggas who bump. I respect niggas who stood in that paint. Nigga, my mama had the master bedroom. My mama went in there. That was our bumping room. You go in the biggest room of the house. We used to pick teams who was on who team. It used to be 5-on-5, 6-on-6. And niggas used to bump. I ain't talking about no playing, no slap boxing, nigga fists. And when the nigga fell on the floor, you step on the nigga head. That's how we learned how to fight. And we used to beat niggas.
Niggas used to
And we taught niggas how to fight.
That nigga Javon was on another level with that shit though.
You
that
and Javon. If him and Javon was on the same team, they was cheating. They cheating.
That nigga Javon, shout out to that dude right there, boy. That dude, boy, you do not want to see that dude, boy. When it come to them hands, I don't care who you is, boy, you don't want to see that dude.
Yeah. That's how we learn how to fight. And all that was in the midst of a dark spot that we was going through with my mama having a stroke. Her left side was temporarily paralyzed. She wasn't in the house for months. My sister Sheree. I remember me and her meeting each other at the house. Mind you, the only thing that's on is the lights. You know, we had lights and water, but it was no food in the refrigerator. It used to be Eckert's.
Right there.
Now it's called CVS. We used to go steal bags of chicken nuggets out the freezer and go home, run home, put it in the microwave. That's what we used to eat. I remember one time I ate chicken without seasoning on it. No seasoning at all.
Just chicken.
Just chicken. No seasoning, no salt, no pepper, no complete, no nothing.
Boy, you thugging it. This shit trapped out.
It was a pan. And the chicken, we let that bitch thaw out, put that bitch in the oven. That was our dinner, bro.
Cook you some chicken.
That was our dinner. That shit was nasty as fuck. The nastiest shit was probably the nastiest shit I ever tasted. But that was the shit that we went through. Growing up with my mama being in the hospital, bro. And my auntie said come live there. You feel what I'm saying?
And nigga did, but not really.
Nigga went to auntie house, but not really.
Yeah.
And my auntie wasn't gonna look for us either. Cause it was too many of us. It was my big sister, it was him, it was me, it was my little sister. All us did our own shit. We ain't want nobody to just, oh yeah, oh come here. Like we had to take care of ourselves, bro. So the lifestyle that a nigga lived, it showed later on the life that we was going through. I ain't know where my brother was at times.
Nigga, I used to be out, nigga, hanging out.
I ain't know where my sisters was. I just know I was by myself for a long time. And that shit fucked with me, bro.
That shit still fuck with me, bro.
Cause this is ninth grade, 10th grade. Like, nowhere to go. In the middle of the night, your friends gotta go home because they got parents and they mama them on their ass. You feel what I'm saying? I'm still out. I'm catching a bus from Perrine back to Pinecrest 10, 11 o'clock at night, going back to an empty house. I was still scared of the dark, bro. I swear to God.
I remember, I know.
I was sleeping in the house with all the lights on because I was so scared. And I was by myself.
Speaking of that, listen. I'm gonna tell y'all niggas a story. I thought this nigga used to be capping, boy. We was jits. He coming, he run in the room, he run up on the bed. Man, I just saw a ghost. Man, get your little green ass from my man, you just saw a ghost. All right, man, damn, man. Stay your ass right here. Then one day, bro. One day, we stayed in Kendall. I come down the stairs to wait for y'all to get ready for school. Nah, the way the apartment set up, you come in the house, you got the kitchen
on that side.
Right here to the left and to the right, you got
stairs.
You got the one bathroom, and then you got the washer and dryer, then you got the stairs. And then you got the living room right there, and then you got the balcony right there with the sliding glass door. So I'm sitting right there in front of the little kitchen counter thing and staring right at the balcony. You know it's sliding glass, it's glass. Early in the morning, the sun
about to come up.
So boom.
I swear to God, bro.
I'm like, damn. I'm like, boy, I can't wait. Cause you know at the time Dragon Ball Z was a thing. Yeah. But when I get home, boy, I'm finna get a Dragon Ball Z, all that shit, bro. I look up, bro. I look into the glass, bro.
It was a nigga.
Bro, it was this fucking dude, bro. He was like big, like the Hulk.
With his shirt off.
Shirt off. He got chains and shit wrapped around him and shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Guess what I do? Pew! I run upstairs.
I remember that shit,
This
bro.
ain't no poltergeist. These crackers dumb ass. They want to see what that was. Fuck that. I'm gone, man. I run upstairs. Boom. I run to this nigga, boy. Hey, I knew he wasn't lying from that day forward, boy. Every time he come in the room.
Because I seen the man before I told them. They thought I was lying. The same shit he talking about. I was sitting. It was like a kitchen counter, but you could sit on the counter. It was an opening in the kitchen though. But you
like
could
a bar type thing.
Yeah, it was like a bar. But you through the sliding glass door, you could see your reflection.
That's a weird.
I'm sitting on there. I'm waiting to go to school. I swear to God, I'm a little kid. I'm swinging my feet. You know how little kids just be talking. But this man popped up behind me.
Oh, you saw the reflection?
But I see the reflection.
Bro, when I saw that
Big
shit,
nigga, he was muscular.
bro, with chains around him and shit. Like,
Bro,
I'm like, what the fuck?
when I say I hold... See, I don't be wanting to talk about that shit because I really used to see ghosts when I was little. I really used to see ghosts when I was little. I remember one time I'm in the room. My mama had gave him. No, we had a room together. Teletubbies came on. My mama had a what it's called when you lose a baby. No, not a miscarriage. It was stillborn. I got a brother named Shiloh. Had a stillborn. Boom. We had pictures of him. My mama took pictures of him, so I had him in the house. This was like 2 years, 3 years later. And I'm saying, I see Teletubbies on, and me and my brother got twin beds. And I swear to God, the last thing I remember, I was saying, damn, I wish I could see Shiloh. Boom. Bruh, I laid down. When I woke up, my brother was literally laying next to me with his face turned to me like this, balled up. So I'm looking at this nigga, but I can't move. This in Pinecrest.
Yeah, I know.
I can't move. I'm trying to scream this nigga name. I'm trying to, nothing come out. I'm trying to wiggle. I just feel it's a heavy force, like you ain't going nowhere. Bro, my mama always just told me, just pray. Nigga, I prayed. Nigga, that nigga let me go. Whoever the fuck and whatever the fuck it was. But I jumped out that bed. Bitch, I swear that bed hit the wall how fast I was running. Hit that bed. I hit the hallway. I'm falling in the living room. I'm talking about screaming, hauling ass to my mama room. Oh, somebody was just holding me down. Somebody was just holding me down. My mama say, that's what your badass get. She say, that's what your badass get. You a bad motherfucker. Boy, but she let me sleep in the bed with her for the rest of that night, boy. I swear, bro, I used to see so much. I remember Uncle George died.
Yeah.
And I told you to go in the kitchen. You thought I was bullshit. What? I say, bro. I go in the kitchen, brother. So my Uncle George, in the middle of the night, he used to be in the kitchen eating food, bro. And like if you in the room, you can hear it. Rattling dishes. Like you can hear the plates moving. Whatever like that. He used to just eat little snacks and shit. So boom, bro, I go in the hallway. Mind you, the house dark. Go. I say, bro, what the fuck? Why the dishes rattling, bro? This nigga think I'm lying. What? That nigga caught himself brave walking to that kitchen. That nigga heard them dishes rattling. That nigga went hauling ass back to the room.
You playing.
Hey, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. That
Hey, you remember that time we was in that house in Franjo and Caribbean? Bro, that shit was crazy. Franjo and Caribbean.
Oh, yeah. See, that's a whole nother story. Hold on, what you say?
You gonna got one more ball on this thing.
On the screen? Okay. Yeah, since we on this topic, we gonna keep going. So this is years later. You wasn't home, right?
I was home. I was home. I was there. The lights was off. The lights was off. The water was off. Mama was there. It was just me and you.
Nigga, I'm in the living room.
He
sitting-
talking about he tripping. He like, man, bro, I'm telling you, I feel like something. I feel something. I say, bro,
Bro, I swear to God, I'm
I
sitting.
said, bro, don't
mind
start
you, years
this
past,
shit, bro.
years past since I seen some shit like this. I'm sitting on the couch, bro. I swear to God, my vision just started spinning like this, like a whirlwind. Literally, everything in front of me just started doing like this. I say, oh hell no! I got up. I say, hey, bro, it's something in that house, bro.
I say, bro, don't start this shit, bro.
I say, bro,
I say, bro, guess what happened when he said that, bro? Y'all ain't gonna believe me, bro. I promise on everything, bro. On everything I love, bro. The fucking front door. Now, mind you, we in the living room. The front door swing open. And I'm talking about like a fucking gush of air just rush the living room, bro. Like, the blinds go to... When I say, boy, I ran out of that house
I'm
fast,
telling you, bro. I'm
Bro,
telling you.
The door, listen, it was no way the door locked, bro. How the fuck the door swing open? When this bitch swing open, he ain't swing open, but bro, it was a crazy gush of air, bro. Just rushed the house. Got the blinds going crazy. I'm like, what the fuck? I
told that nigga, I said, bro, it's something in this house.
I'm like, bro, don't start this
Something in
shit.
this house. I swear to God.
Bro, don't start that shit.
The dog in the house.
Bro, come to find out, it was a parked van in our backyard. Remember the little van? It was a lady who died. She had letters written in the little van,
I do
bro.
remember that shit.
Bro, I swear to, bro, bro, my mama didn't, she never called me crazy. She always was like, bro, you anointed and something about you that, you feel what I'm saying? You know. He told my son the other day that I used to see ghosts. My son didn't believe him. I don't want my son to know none of that shit. But, bro, when I say, bitch, I used to be scared when I was a little kid. Scared.
Got me fucked up.
Fuck. And it was like I was the only person in the house that used to see the shit. I was the only person in the house that the shit used to happen to. Bitch, I used to be so scared. I thank God it don't happen no more, and I don't want it to happen again. Because I have a motherfucking heart attack. The shit that used to happen to me, man, I used to be scared as fuck. I'm talking about bitches creeping around the corner. Like, it used to be crazy. But it was never nothing harmful, like, yeah, we finna kill you type shit. It was just like sending a message of whatever it was that happened. Bro, you remember when Auntie locked us in the closet in Chocolate City?
Chocolate City, yeah. I remember that
I
shit.
kissed the ground, I swear to God. Nigga, it was a mirror in this room that she locked us in.
Now, I don't know if y'all remember Bloody Mary back then was just...
Bloody Mary.
That used to be like
Bro,
the scary shit.
Listen to me. I swear to God. I don't know if they seen it, but I did.
I saw that shit.
Nigga,
This bitch coming out the window.
My auntie, Bloody Mary 1, Bloody Mary 2. Bro, the mirror split in half. I'm talking.
Yeah, nigga, spook.
Beating on his dick. Go. She thought we was playing until she seen how hard all them kids, cause she locked all the kids in one room until she seen how hard we was beating on that motherfucking door.
She saw that.
Boy,
shit.
when she seen that we was dead serious, boy, listen, she opened up that door, all us dead there tackle her ass, boy. Boy, I swear to God, boy,
that shit used to be
bruh,
crazy, bro.
It used to be some crazy ass weird shit. But that's neither here nor there, but that was just some story shit. But let's get back to the shit. So we grew up, Pinecrest, whatever, this is that. We grew up in a little neighborhood that we mixed cultures, mixed races, and shit like that. My mama had a stroke. All us ended up going our separate ways. I swear to God, I didn't know where my brothers and sisters was at the age of 16 or 15. I did not know where they was. I just know this nigga used to work all the time. And my sisters I don't know what they was, bro. I ended up getting my own crib. How often you came over there?
Every time I got a chance.
I had my own crib when I was 16 years old, bro. I went to the Mac. And my brother used to come over there. My sisters used to come over there. And at the time I got my baby mama pregnant. I was 16. And I was bad as fuck.
Bad as fuck.
Bad as fuck. I always got in trouble.
House arrest at 16.
I was on house arrest for 6 armed robberies at the age of 16. I don't know how I got out. I wasn't supposed to get out. But whatever.
Y'all we.
You know. So our life was it was tough. So let's fast forward to I went to prison as a juvenile. You was out. And you were supposed to be waiting for me to come home. And then you end up going in. What was that transition?
What you mean by that?
How did you feel when you got locked up and realized that you weren't coming home?
It was crazy. I felt like, you ever had a feeling of what, like, you wanted something so bad, but you know, like, you don't think you know that you'll never get it, like.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I felt, like. And then it was like, I was 21 when I got locked up, so like I didn't really understand a lot of shit.
How severe it was.
You know what I'm saying? And then as things started happening, started getting older, I started maturing, I started learning stuff. And then I started seeing really, you know, life is phases. When you going through that phase, when you're a teenager, you feel like, because even though you're a child, you feel like you're not a child. So a person really can't tell you nothing. So when I got humble, I had got humbled, bro. So I started seeing that, like, I could learn from people, I could learn from things. And then that's just what I started doing. As I got locked up, I started looking at it as a learning experience. Like, nigga, be humble, bro. Because I wasn't humble. I ain't really give a fuck about a lot of things when I got locked up. And then started losing things, you know, things that can't be replaced. And it's like, damn, bro, like, I want this thing so bad, but I know that I could never have it, bro. Mm-hmm. So it's like, when you get locked up, that you lose money and shit like that, but you can always get money. Like, you can always get females. Like, you can't get your mom back. You can't get your grandma back. Like, you can't get 15 years with your child back. You can't get cousins back. Like, you can't get aunties back, uncles back. Like, you can't get those type of things back, even as bad as you want it. So, like, I used to try to, like, when I used to dwell on that type of stuff, I used to try to look at the good and dwell on that also, just to give myself some type of mental stability. So it was like, it was good and bad, because, you know, mama used to be a crazy church lady, but I never really knew Yahweh until I got locked up. So it was good and bad. It was good. It wasn't all bad. It was some good enough. Mm-hmm. You know,
I feel like me being locked up, when I came home the first time, and I was expecting for you to come home, and I didn't find out that you was locked up until
you got home
towards the end. Nah, mama told me probably like a week before I came home. I'm like, what Hubba had? Like, what? Because I kept asking for you, and she just, oh, he ain't here. He doing this. He doing that. Da, da, da. And then somebody just told me, like, Hubba locked up. I'm like, what? And I'm thinking you finna come home till I found out how serious your shit was. So then I felt like me and you was getting to know each other for real, like, at that time. And then it was like taken away from me. And then, cause it was like, you got a brother, but you don't have you feel what I'm saying? Cause it's like we was never in the same house for a long time. We was there, but everybody did their own shit.
Yeah.
So then when I went to prison and got locked up the second time, I feel like that's when I built the bond with you. Like, just walking the rec yard, you know, you telling me your mind state, or you feel me? I'm telling you my mind state and the shit that I believe in and whatever like that. And then it was just like, I never got to really think how far being a brother could be.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Yeah, like I didn't even think about us getting older.
Yeah.
It was like, nigga, I'm just here. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So, and then just think about my last day in prison with you. And you just telling me, bro, don't come back. Like, don't come back. You feel me? You stressing me, don't come back. And I was like, I ain't coming back. Like, it was so much. The shit was so, like, I don't know. It was like an eye opener to me. Like, I was like a little piece of light for, you feel what I'm saying? A lot of people.
Yeah.
So, and then I was just, I was like, fuck it, I'm finna get home and do whatever I need to do. But then it was like, while I'm home, I never wanted to let you down. Like, cause I'm telling myself, I'm like, bro, you get in trouble, bro, your brother gonna be mad as fuck at you. I always said that. Always, like, I'm not trying to do that no more. I ain't trying to do it. So I stayed home, bro.
That's good. That's a good thing, nigga. Take care of them kids. I'm glad you did that. Cause that was gonna keep you out. Being around them dumbass niggas ain't gonna do nothing but wind your ass back up in there.
But I also realized that the niggas who I was hanging with, they wasn't going to prison. Niggas scary as fuck. Niggas not doing nothing. They just talking, want to act like they gangsta. I'm the only one going to jail. I don't got to do nothing to prove nobody nothing. Like,
yeah, after you went through that shit and you experienced it, you ain't got to prove, like, you ain't got nothing to prove. People don't have things to prove, bro. And that's what people need to understand in this world, bro. Opinions. Everybody have opinions, bro. But there's only one opinion that matter. And that's the Most High. That's Yahweh. So, you can have an informed opinion, but it's still an opinion. You did the right thing, bro. You did the right thing, bro. And that's what real niggas do, bro. And that's what a lot of people get misconstrued. Like, they think that they got these different, and that's what I learned in prison. Real is different in different places. Like, you got some niggas over here, they kill kids. That's real over there in their neighborhood. Like, we finna go kill these jits. This nigga jits, we finna go kill these nigga jits. Like, that's real in certain places. In certain places, you can get killed by talking about killing a kid. Mm-hmm. So I started realizing real is different in certain places. So when people say real, you gotta understand what these people, what this person from, the type of shit that they into. But that shit is a facade. It's an illusion, bro. You know what I'm saying? Real is an illusion, bro. Because the real niggas, quote unquote real niggas, these are the niggas that stand out the way. You know what I'm saying? These are the niggas that's trying to be, like you said, that light, being a light. These are the niggas that's trying to be a light. Like, people demonizing, like, people, like, praising being a demon. I thought you supposed to be, because demons is here to steal, kill, and destroy. I thought that's what so I thought that was flaw, like green. I thought that was some fuck shit. But people praise that shit. Like being on demon time. When, bro, you ain't, like, that don't make a person real, bro. Like the mailman, this nigga, he delivering mail, been delivering mail for 20 years. That's a real nigga to me. The nigga that's he been breeding these dogs. That's a real nigga. Cause guess what he doing? He been a light. He showing you niggas a way. A lot of these dudes, I was listening to the song, the Juma song was playing today. What Tupac was saying. They not trying to teach the youth the right way. You got the niggas that's in the streets, that's like the pushers, the pimps. They trying to teach the kids the right thing because it's the truth. Niggas twisted. People twisted. Even the people in the church, they twisted. So basically I'm saying all that to say, bro, you did the right thing, bro. And sometimes the right thing probably not always the popular thing. You understand what I'm saying? But it's the right thing to do, bro. And that's why you blessed. That's why Yahweh standing on that for you. He stand on that business for you, bro, because you being righteous, bro. Righteous, bro. That's what it is. That's what it's about, bro. Being righteous, bro. And that shit is not, that ain't no thing that you could just say. That's something that you have to actually do. So, bro, you did the right thing, bro.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, what's your stance of me? Like, what's your version of seeing me in prison and me and you being in prison? Like, what was your mind? You was like, damn, this my little brother. Like, for real, this same mama.
My thing was, I was in there with a lot of time. You was, thank goodness you was in there with a little bit of time. You didn't have that much, not as much time as I did. So my thing was, okay, because when you in prison, you seeing how this shit go. All these niggas that's on the way home is the ones that's crashing out. Okay, as long as I could keep him from crashing out, as long as I keep him from around these stupid ass niggas, he gonna have a chance to go back out there and be something for himself, do something for himself, do something for his family, do something for his community. As long as I could keep him in a mind frame of progression and not regression. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that was my mind frame, and like, we might fight and we might argue or some shit, but I used to always try to be there for you, bro, to show you like, bro, you gotta get through this shit, bro. You gotta get through this shit because you gotta get home and you got a lot of people depending on you.
I remember them talks. I ain't never want to hear him. I used to be like, nigga, shut up, bitch.
Gotta tell you though, bro.
But he always told me like, but you gotta do this shit, like. And that shit was so.
Then you know what it is to really like get a bond with your brother in prison, bro. And then not only your brother, your dad.
Yeah, your dad was in prison with us also.
Yeah, like, so it's like, and this my first time really meeting this nigga.
Yeah.
So it's like, nigga just trying to, not, I wouldn't say juggle it, but like, just trying to take it all in. It's like, okay, I got this nigga, this my quote unquote dad, and I got my little brother here, and I'm trying to be a good example. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, I also got my own little personal feelings too. So like, how do I deal with this situation in a manner that, in a way that'll be like, that I'm not in my feelings, basically. So that's how I used to have to go through my day a lot in prison. Like, just try not to be in my feelings, because when you in your feelings, is nothing good could come out of decisions you make.
You just lashing out.
Yeah, so I tried my best not to be in my feelings unless I was in a room by myself, just vibing, talking to myself, trying to get myself together. You know, just want to sit in a room by myself for an hour or something, just to get my mind right. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just to get a lot of the thoughts off my mind. I might just go in the room, put the tent up, nigga, just lay back, think.
Yeah.
Feel me? But yeah, when it's like that, like, I just wanted to see you, bro, prosper, bro. Because, and you got a real talent. Like, you got a real gift, bro. You see these dudes in here, they got talents, they got gifts. My brother going up against him, and niggas going crazy for my brother shit. They ain't really going ham for this other nigga, but they going crazy for my brother shit. My brother got a real talent. So I wanted to see you use that talent, bro, because you got a real talent, you got a real gift.
Yeah, I appreciate that shit.
You ain't tell them about those little battles you used to have in there.
Yeah, I ain't never tell nobody about the battles I had in prison.
Yeah,
I used to murder niggas.
Yeah.
Straight up. Nigga, the whole compound, whoever, against me, whatever. I got bars. I got clips. I got verses. Back to 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 back.
Nigga, the female guards pulling up like, oh, you did that, little ski, you did that, little ski. Like, look at this nigga. Yeah. I was happy for you, bro. Yeah. I like to see that. Then I know that that's just prison, just a microcosm of the macro, the real world. So I know if you could do that shit in there, you could definitely do it in the real world. Mm-hmm.
Just me me being in prison with you and then coming home, I just felt like I ain't never want to let you down. Or I also felt as if I owed mama something, and I never got to give her what I felt like I owed her because, you know, she passed away.
Boy, that right there, boy, that shit stressed me out every day, bro.
I know. So with mom passing, while you was in there, what was your mind state? Like, how did you keep going? What was the
main thing I had to remind myself is, you know, mama was a very straightforward person. And she also wasn't that don't mean that she was a bad person.
Yeah.
So even though she'll tell you the truth, like she gonna be the cold hard truth, it ain't out of no bad place. So that shit just I had to remind myself that mama wouldn't want to see me crying. Like mama wouldn't want to see me down. She'll want to see me pushing. Like she'll tell me to keep pushing, like stop crying. Cause she told me that one time. She was like, boy, when I die, you better not cry for me. So it's like I mourned, but I mourned, like I said, I put the tent up or whatever, I mourned, but it helped me with mama dying, knowing that she wouldn't want to see me in that state. So like I was in that state for a minute, but then I had to remind myself, like, hold up, like mama wouldn't want to see you like this, bro. Mama wouldn't want to see you like this. Get your shit together.
She was always tough.
Yeah.
But she it's like she raised us to be prepared for moments.
Yeah.
Like, my son ain't no bitch. like for real. Like, she really stand on that shit. She's standing on that bitch wherever she at right now. Like, I guarantee you my son ain't no bitch. I'll put everything on it. What happened?
It's still going, but it don't got no bars.
What?
The camera.
The camera?
No, this.
Oh no, I ain't worrying about that. As long as the camera going.
But niggas don't know that, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I could have got into a lot with a lot of niggas in prison, but a nigga so thorough, bro. My main thing in prison was just going home, bro, getting home, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga doing all this. Cool, okay, you gonna do that. As long as you don't put your hands on me, bro. You can say what you want to say, do what you want to do. I guarantee you, I bet you don't put your hands on me.
That's what niggas don't be understanding. Even on the streets, it's like I'm home and so many niggas got so much shit to say about me and bro, I don't want to hurt nobody.
I'm telling you, bro.
But I promise, if you put my back against the wall, you're going to lose. You're going to lose. And the difference between me and them, I'm willing to live with the consequences behind it. Them niggas not ready for it. They not ready for it.
But see, hold up now, because I got to push back on that.
What?
You got man consequences. You got shit you got to deal with as far as dealing with men, but also the consequences from the Most High. So you got to also take that into account too.
You right?
So it like just like with Job, it might be a test, bro. It might be a test to see if all that stuff that you praying for, if you really do want it. Like all that stuff that you claim that you want, do you really want this? Or do you just really want to be a crash out? You know what? I'm finna send a test. Hey, Satan, go tempt them. So certain situations, that's why I say about the real thing. People don't understand, like, dog, you don't have to be a killer to be real, bro.
You don't.
Like, you ain't got to be a drug dealer to be real, bro. You ain't doing nothing but putting yourself in a situation where you basically, because all us, I was just talking to my dog today and he was talking about how the curse lifted. But all us is under a curse, bro. You ain't doing nothing but perpetuating the curse, bro. We supposed to be trying to break those curses, coming together, bro. That's what's wrong with America now. People got that mind frame. America has the crime pays mind frame. America's the #1 country in the world, supposedly they say, but we living in third world conditions. Okay, cool. You could profit. You could make a whole lot of. America is the #1 country where you can make a lot. It's a lot of opportunity at. But that shit come at a price. And guess what? That's the shit they don't want to tell you about America. They got this American dream, but guess what? Who gets to be American? Who gets to reap the benefits of this American dream? So niggas need to take that into account. You killing this man, you understand that's a blood curse you just put on yourself. You put that on yourself, you put that on your family. But it's a cycle, bro. It's a cycle that we need to break, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because the crackers, they benefiting from us being trapped in that mind frame. You know what I'm saying? They set that image up. They set that image up of who you supposed to be, like what real is. This is real. If you ain't doing this, you ain't real.
Yeah. This is a snitch. This is how you supposed to live.
Yeah.
If you're not a snitch.
No. You live how you want to live. Guess what? This dude that's snitching, just like with Young Thug. They say Young Thug just snitched. I can't fucking tell. Nigga still listening to his music. I bet you Young Thug still getting shows. Bitches still want features from this man. He still fucking hoes. He still getting money. So y'all saying this man snitched. Why y'all ain't do nothing to this man? But you want to kill me. Step on my shoe. You step on my shoe. You stepped on my shoe and you want to kill me. Oh, you don't want to kill that cracker that just gave your homeboy 3 life sentences? Or that police officer that just put your homeboy in handcuffs and shot his ass? You don't want to do nothing to him, but you want to do something to me. Niggas need to get out that mind frame, bro. Niggas need to get out that mind frame. We need to come together, bro, everywhere. Niggas got these little factions and sects and whatever they want to call them. But guess what, bro? That's what them crackers doing, bro. It was a Frenchman that came to America in 1862. He wrote a book called Democracy in America. And he was talking about how you have a tyrant, because I don't know if y'all know about French history, but they had like a monarchy. The people overthrew them, and then they went into basically another monarchy, and then they had to overthrow them. It just was a whole bunch of bullshit. But he was saying how, look, the tyrant don't give a fuck about you not liking him as long as you don't like each other. So,
just everybody having a different opinion.
Exactly, bro. Not coming together, bro. Like, you can have a different opinion, bro. You can have a different opinion. That's how Yahweh made you, bro. That's how Yahweh made him, and me. We all gonna see shit. We all gonna see everything different because we all different reflections. But guess what? We all different reflections of that same light. So we need to okay, we all trying to climb this mountain. Forget what fucking route you taking, bro. Long as you help this man get to the top. We all trying to climb this damn mountain. Forget what route he taking. It don't matter if he taking that route. Because guess what? You taking this route. But help this man get to the top, bro. Don't tear the man down. And that's what we need to get over, bro, as black people, bro. We need to be there, especially black men, bro. We need to be there, bro, for each other, bro. Because we go through so much mentally. And we just sitting here talking about it. Imagine the next month for like Vern or JJ or Rome. We don't know what these boys go through mentally. You know what I'm saying? The only thing we could do that is beat up for them boys. Let them know, like, you ain't going through this shit alone. I don't know what you're going through, bro. But guess what? You ain't going through this shit alone.
Most definitely. Hey, if we continue, we gonna go all day. I'm gonna conclude this episode right here. This is the episode of the Mob Life Podcast with my big brother, Hubble.
Cut it out.
Down.
Thank you, bitch.
But we gonna have a part 2. More than likely he gonna have his own podcast. We gonna get everything together. Everybody who wants to follow him, we gonna be doing collabs on Instagram. Everybody who interested into getting to know him, you feel me? We gonna get everything situated.
I got a clothing line coming real soon too. It's coming real soon.
He has one, and we also have one too. Mob Life. We got our shit we putting it together. So thank everybody for watching. Before you leave, make sure you subscribe. Hit the subscribe button. Y'all fuck with us. I appreciate it, bro.
I gotta go hard, ain't no halftime. I was stuck in the dark, now it's sunshine. I say it's church door. Back then, look, I mean a lot of